Hey everybody. Those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Amy, and I started this YouTube channel to talk about anxiety. So I usually start off with talking about how my day was. My day was pretty good today, not much anxiety. I didn't have any attacks, so that was good. Let's see, I ate a lot of fruit, yogurt today. So yeah, I've been in a pretty good mood overall today, aside from my thumb being burnt. You can see that's part of it right there, and it's all red right here. That was burnt on Saturday. So that was a little painful today. I know it's kind of hard to see in this camera, but it's like really blistery right here, and it's very red all the way through here. Um, but yeah, I'm dealing with that. So there's a little bit of pain there. So that amps up my anxiety just a little bit. But other than that, it's been a pretty good day overall. I'm hoping like more people start to subscribe to the channel and start liking it. I started it to give people an outlet as well as myself an outlet to talk about anxiety, depression, being able to go over those things with you. If I can give advice, I would love to. I'm willing to take advice as well. So I'm really trying to get this chat up and going. I really hope that people start coming and watching. It's going to be at 7 o'clock each night, it looks like, because I'm aiming a little bit more for that so that people have time to actually get on and watch if they can. So I'm hoping that the new time will help that. So please, please, please share this with people. Please get people to come and watch it and subscribe and like and all that fun stuff. Um, Basically, what I talk about on here is just things to do with anxiety and ways to help cope with it. There's not really much to go off of. A lot of the stuff that I've just been reading has been like, go to a therapist, if you can find a group that does anxiety, go to a group, talk about it. Then you have your peers there to help you. Foods that you can eat to help with anxiety. Uh, a lot of that is like I was saying, I ate fruit today. I had some yogurt. Um, so stuff like that is really good for you. Anything to get your mood going in a better mode. Just things that can help you. I know, like, if you eat peanuts or um, any kind of nut based thing, it does help. Um, I usually eat after breakfast, like in between breakfast and lunch. I'll eat it's like a granola bar, but it has yogurt in it, it has cashews in it, and there's one other ingredient, but I can't remember it off the top of my head right now. But it helps get me a little bit going in the morning because I haven't been drinking too much caffeine except for my iced tea. So, and that's another good thing is that you want to go lower on caffeine. If you're coffee drinkers, it's understandable, but you want to try to limit yourself to as little caffeine as you can. Um, do uh, what is it? Cognitive reenactments to understand what triggers you to have the anxiety and ways to get around that. To do that, you would need a partner so that you can, sit down with them and see what triggers you when you get angry or get that anxiety and have them help you get through it. Figure out ways to calm yourself, all that good stuff. It's always a good thing to get up and move, go outside if you have time during lunch break or, in the morning before you go to work, if you work, or even after work. I know it's kind of hard right now because it's hot, especially where I'm at, being that it's summer. But if it cools off enough for you at night, go out, take a walk, get fresh air, be outside. That is all stuff that helps you stimulate good moods. Exercising is always, always, always a good thing. Like I said, during the day, I usually get up and like do stretches. I do some squats if I have time between calls. So those are some things that you can do to help boost your energy level and get those endorphins going so that you get in that happy mode. The more endorphins you get, the better your mood will get. So you want to try to get up as much as you can. I know that some of us do work and it's hard for us to like get up, especially if we have a job where we have to sit most of the day. But you know, try even in your chair, just do some stretches or something in the chair that gets you moving, gets things in your body going. Um, for me, especially right now, I haven't been drinking a lot of, like I said, caffeine except for iced tea. That's one thing that is hard for me to, you know, get rid of. But I haven't been drinking coffee. I haven't been drinking soda. I've been drinking a lot of, you know, either iced tea or juice. Those are all things that put me in a better mood. So I drink a lot of that kind of stuff because it helps wake me up since I don't drink coffee and I haven't been drinking soda or anything like that. Um, so those are some things that I do to get myself going and feel better about myself. If you feel stressed at work, good things to use are stress balls, um, fidget spinners. I play with rings like I was showing you. I'm not wearing them right now, but I did buy like a spinner ring because those are supposed to help with stress. Um, buy one of those things where you, it's like a little clip thing that you put right here and it's a pressure point that's supposed to help with anxiety and stress. And if you do get migraines, like I do sometimes, it does help with that too. It's like there's some kind of pressure point in between your thumb and your first finger that help to relieve that kind of stuff. So those are some of the ways that you can relieve it if you're not able to like get up and move around on stuff with your job. So those are some things that you can do to help relieve stress if you're like on a phone call and having that issue with the client and you just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have an anxiety attack due to this call or due to whatever is going on at that moment. So those are some things that you can do. Sorry, I keep seeing something in my screen right here. Some other things that you can do. I also use, like I said, I've said this a lot of times, I use a tennis ball under my feet. That there's some pressure points in your feet that help relieve the stress when you're rolling the tennis ball back and forth. And it also another plus for that is that your feet get strengthened. I've noticed that when I start going on like hikes and things like that, my feet are much more strengthened. So like when I'm walking over rocks and stuff, it doesn't hurt as much because the bottom of my feet have been getting the exercise they need. Now, bear in mind when you first start this, your feet are going to hurt for the first couple of days because mine did. But as you continually do it, it relaxes your feet and it gets you into that mode and it relieves that pressure from those pressure points in your feet. And like I said, it does help with strengthening your feet. We tend to forget about our feet a lot of the times, especially right now with a lot of us working from home. We're not doing a whole lot. We're pretty much stuck indoors. Even with COVID, we're kind of stuck indoors a little bit more. So we don't really think about strengthening our feet. So that is something that's really good for strengthening your feet and getting those pressure points to relieve your stress. So that's something that I've been working with and it's been helping along with this chat. This chat has been helping me a lot. It allows me to come here and talk about what stresses I've had and things that I do to relieve that stress. So those are a lot of things that you can do to relieve stress, to make yourself feel happier. I know there's like a lot of adult coloring books out there that are supposed to help relieve stress. I do them occasionally, but sometimes I'll start to get frustrated with it because there's like a lot to color. And it's frustrating when you have to when you start and then you have to stop. So sometimes it frustrates me, but there's days that I'll do it because it does relieve that stress because you're not thinking about other things except for, you know, getting that colored in and making it look the way you want it to. So it makes you happy. It releases those endorphins because you're making something that's created by you in a sense. Drawing can be another therapeutic way to release anxiety. I also do some cross stitching, which helps because then your mind is not thinking and wondering about other things. It's focused on a specific center. So those are some things that I also do. But yeah, like I said, just for this chat, I'm really trying to get it going. I really want to get advice from other people on like what helps them with stress and what helps them with their anxiety and depression. You know, and I'm also here to give advice if you would like it from me. You don't necessarily have to take it, but that's one of the things that I'm here to do, is to tell you from my experiences. Again, these are my experiences, what helps me, and maybe it'll help you. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish here, is being able to talk to people about it, and get it going, and letting people know what's going on and what things we can do to help relieve stress, what we can do if we can't always control it. Like I said, for me, I had to go to my doctor and let her know. So I am on medication for it. So it's been helping. It doesn't always control it, but it gets it more under control than what I had it as. So I don't get them as much. So I feel a lot better being on it. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. If you have to be on it, please, please, please take the medication. It does help. It does, especially for me, it does. For some it does, for some it doesn't. It's perfectly fine if you're able to control it without the medication. But if you're feeling that way, you need to let your doctor know and tell them what's going on so that they can give you the best options. Like I said, by no means am I a doctor. I'm just giving you things that I know from myself that help me. So don't take it as like, okay, the doctor's going to tell me this, so I don't want to tell them that. No, just let them know what's going on so they can give you the best remedy for it. And you can control it more with whatever ways they give you. But yeah, like I said, this is just more of my experience with it. And I want to know about your experiences, and I want to know what you do to control it, because those might help me too, if there's things that I haven't mentioned in here yet. And it might help somebody else. It may not, but we would love to hear that information. And like I said, I would love to try to give as much advice as I can from, my experiences, or like from a friend that I know that has anxiety, anything that has to do with that. I am willing to listen. I'm willing to give advice that I can to the best of my knowledge. So I'm hoping that people start subscribing and start coming to the channel, and we can talk about that stuff, and these chats will last a lot longer. But that is pretty much all I have for today, because I had a pretty good day, and I gave some tips on how to help it. So that's pretty much all I have for the day. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to spend some more time with my dog, who's asleep next to me. That's another good one. Sorry, I should mention that. A dog is always good. She does help with my anxiety a whole bunch. So that's always a good thing. So yeah, and I'll leave you with that note. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow around 7 o'clock. I'm hoping more people will start coming and subscribing and liking, and we start a chat and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 7. I hope you all had a good day and have a good rest of the night. See you tomorrow.